Building and maintaining muscle during your pregnancy is key to a strong pregnancy, delivery, and recovery afterwards. This 30-minute dumbbell workout is gonna help maintain and build strong, full body muscles. So grab your weights and let's do this. Before we get into this workout, one of the biggest components to a safe pregnancy workout is going to be listening to your body. So during all of our exercises today, if anything just does not feel right, make sure to omit that and then you can get back into your training. But always listen to your body. So with that, let's go ahead and get into our warm-up. As we get into our warm-up, I'll explain the structure for today's workout and then also the ideal weight to use for our workout as well. So with that, we're gonna start with a march and pull. So arms up, we're gonna alternate sides here, bringing that knee up, arms coming or hands coming to meet that knee. You've got 4 warm-up exercises to work through. Focus on your breathing today, especially starting right now here in the warm-up. We're gonna make sure we exhale with the work that we're doing and really filling those lungs. Breathing has become so important during my pregnancy. I can't even tell you how many times I just stopped during the day to do some diaphragmatic breathing. Almost there. Here's 2 and 1. We're gonna go into quad pull. So bringing that heel up towards your bum and then switch. Today's workout, fun structure. We are going to start with round 1, which is going to be 1 time through a push, pull, and legs exercise. We're gonna work for 45, rest for 20. Round 2 is our superset round. We're gonna have 5 supersets repeated twice, work for 40, rest for 30, and then we're gonna go back to what we did in round 1 for our final round 3, finishing out with a push, pull, and legs exercise. Last one here. Good. Now we're gonna go into a good morning with a reach. So those arms are gonna come out long. We're gonna elongate our spine, drive the bum and hips towards the wall behind you, and pull. And then extend. Nice long spine here. Reach. We're gonna be, this is a full standing workout as well. So we are not gonna hit the ground once, but we are really gonna focus on, the goal with this training is to maintain that muscle. So focus on lifting a weight that challenges you, but again, is not too heavy, not causing you to hold your breath or anything like that. Last 2, reach. And 1 here. Final exercise, just our squat. So taking weight in the heels, chest is up. Let's drop it down and up. To give you a range for my weight today with our exercises, I'm gonna be lifting anywhere from about 10 pounds. And then when we do our sumo squat to sumo RDL, I'll probably go up to 35 pounds. But I'm gonna vary a lot between my 15s and 20s. There's just a couple exercises I'll use my 10s for. Again, that's just to give you a range. Good, 2 more. And last 1. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and get into round 1. Remember, that's a push, pull, and legs exercise. We're gonna start with the legs. We're gonna do a squat, shoulder press, and row. So grab your weights for squat, meet me back here, and let's do this. You may also notice that I am actually training barefoot today, and the only reason being is it just feels right for me today. So that is why I'm going barefoot. We're getting ready for a squat, 45 seconds. Here we go, head up, chest up, drop that bum. Work at your own pace here. Not too fast though. When we are lifting moderately heavy, our pace is also gonna be a more moderate pace. And when you come back up, don't lock the legs out completely. Keep that contraction in the quads and the hands and the glutes. Squeezing and breathing. Down right here, exhale with that work. Press up. Almost there. We'll get 20 seconds to rest. And then we'll go into our push exercise. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds. Adjust your weight if you need for shoulder press. 10 seconds in we go. All right, so with shoulder press, you can take a wider stance or a staggered stance, whichever you feel comfortable with. Bring those weights up, 45. Here we go. Exhale with the press. Wrists are straight. Whew. Halfway. Almost there. And then final exercise for round one. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go into a bent over row. Now I know for me, I'm not gonna be able to hinge as far as I usually would with my row when I'm not pregnant. So if you find some discomfort in your lower back, just keep it up a little bit higher and also take a staggered as opposed to a wider stance. That'll give you a more solid base. So here we go, let's row. I'm also decreasing my weight a bit compared to what I usually try to train with. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades around spine. Good. Spine is nice and long here. Exhale as you squeeze. Hold it at the top to feel those shoulder blades wrap around those spine, or wrap around your spine. And that's where we get that work. That's where that contraction comes in. Almost there. We'll get a short break. We're gonna go into round two, our supersets. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All about the lower body for this first superset. We're gonna go into a goblet squat with a 2 pulse. We're gonna superset that with a low in and out squat. So 1 dumbbell for the goblet, 2 if you wanna switch it up for that low in and out squat or body weight, whichever you're comfortable with. But grab the weight, 40 seconds of work, and here we go. So squat it down, pulse it for 2, and then up. Elbows tucked in, pulse it, and press. Push through those heels. Almost there. Remember, superset, we go right into that next exercise. We're gonna go into that low in and out squat with or without weights. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Whew. If you need to adjust your weight, do that. We're gonna keep it low, keep those feet in narrow, and then step it out. Out, back in, and out. Good. Now this one is gonna burn the legs out. You can feel it already. Now if you need to take a quick break, bring it up, hold it for just a second, shake it out, lower it right back down, and go. Again, this is all about you today. See how you feel, do what you can. Just the fact that you are here is amazing. We're gonna switch it up to upper body next. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, standing chest flies. That's our next exercise. So we're gonna grab that weight, standing chest fly. Whew. Resting it out, nice long recovery here. You probably notice as the belly grows, the more out of breath you become. I'm with you on this one. All right, so we're gonna superset standing chest flies to an Arnold press. So with these standing chest flies, relax the shoulders, palms out in 3, 2, and here we go, 40 on. Now really think about squeezing the chest, squeeze. Good. Squeeze. Now this is one of those exercises that I'm down to 10 pounds with because this one really challenges me. Superset coming up, Arnold press next. Last 3, 2, and 1. Arnold press, adjust your weight if you need. 40 on, here we go. Now with your Arnold press, staggered stance like I was in, or you can take a wider stance. Just keep those knees soft, whichever you feel comfortable with. Almost there. We've got time. Let's do one more, and then we'll get our countdown. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice. All right, so resting it out, about 30 seconds. We're gonna do our pull work now. We're gonna do a reverse grip, bent over row, followed by bicep curls. So let's grab our weights again with rows. You don't have to hinge it over quite as far as you normally would. But during pregnancy, again, things change, and that's how it is. And we're gonna work with it. We're gonna maintain this strength. So let's hinge it over, back flat, core engaged. And here we go, row it up, squeeze. Now, of course, with your rows, just come up very slow and gentle with that. Meeting at about your rib cage here with this row, or right below, towards the end of your rib cage. Squeeze. Exhale with your squeeze. Hold it at the top for a second. Spine nice and long. To keep that posture, think about sticking your chest out. So we don't want those shoulders rounding. Stick that chest out. Keep that posture. Almost there. Bicep curls. Here it is in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up to stand. Bicep curls. Let's do it. 40 on. Squeeze. Now remember, we're gonna work through supersets twice through. So we are gonna get a chance to go through all these supersets one more time. So as we're going through these now, just think about the weight you're using, and then you can decide for that second set through if you can go up or down. Over halfway, keep those elbows tucked in. Squeeze, exhale. Remember that breathing is important, but don't ever hold your breath and strain that hard. So you always want to be breathing, never lifting as heavy as you would need to kind of hold your breath and bear down. That we avoid during pregnancy. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go back to lower body. We're hitting legs again. For this one, we're gonna do an alternating Romanian deadlift, kickstand Romanian deadlift. Then we're gonna combine a sumo squat into sumo RDL. So grabbing our weights for our alternating kickstand RDL, we're gonna do 2. And again, just take this nice and slow. You may not hinge over as far as you would when you're not pregnant, but do, again, what you can. So shoulders rolled back, and here we go. So hinge it over and pull up. And then switch it over. Other leg goes back. Take it down nice and slow. Drive the hips, spine long. Now again, even if you can just take it to right about your knee, you want to think about tightening up at the hamstrings and pulling back up. Keep that weight nice and close. Not only are we working core, we're working stability, glutes, and legs right here. Powerhouses when it comes to pregnancy, labor, and then getting that strength back during our recovery. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now, sumo squat to sumo RDL. I'm gonna use 1 dumbbell for this. So we're gonna go into sumo squat first. Here we go, 40 on. Take it down. Head is up, chest up. Then sumo RDL, keep it close. Hinge it over, drive your hips back. Pull and squeeze up. There it is. Now alternate between the two, take your time. Not rushing because we wanna make sure we're keeping form and full range of motion here. Ooh, good. Last time through, here's squat and RDL. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, carefully setting that weight down. Superset 5 before we repeat. We're gonna do an overhead tricep extension, followed by rear delt flies. So with that tricep overhead extension, 1 or 2 dumbbells, whichever you prefer, wide or staggered stance. All right, let's get ready. We're getting close. 5 out, so bring that weight up. And here we go, 40 on. Exhale with the press. Get that full extension down, and then all the way up. Tighten up the back of the arms. Right now, we gotta build those strong arms. So when we're carrying the baby, when we've got the car seat, pushing the stroller, whatever it might be, we're gonna be ready. Supersetting this with rear delt flies, so we'll go back to 2 dumbbells. So if you need to adjust that, we'll do that quickly. Oh, but here it comes. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, rear delt flies. Again, this is another one where you might not bend over quite as far as you would, but here we go. Lift and lower. Exhale with the lift. Spine nice and long. Think about sticking that chest out. Now this is working that small muscle, rear deltoid. This is part of your shoulder complex. So that's why it's a small muscle group, super challenging. Ooh, almost there. We're gonna get a break and then we start over from the top. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, quick break. We'll go back to the goblet squat with 2 pulse and that low in and out squat. If you need a drink, if you need to dry off, do that now. I really love this format of training, especially for where we are right now. Again, this is a perfect workout if you're first, second, or third trimester. But right now we are working on strength. We're also working on that muscular endurance a little bit more with these supersets. And both of those are gonna come into play and be so helpful when the baby is here. So with that, let's get ready. Back into goblet squat. Grab your weight for goblet squat. Oh, here it is, 3, 2, we got 40, let's do it. Push up through those heels. Remember, don't lock your legs out with this one. Keep those knees soft, keep that contraction. Head up, chest up. That's the one thing with goblet squat. With the weight in the front, we have the tendency to round forward. So make sure you're not rounding the shoulders, keeping it up, exhaling, breathe out. Low sumo squat just around the corner. Couple more reps here. Again, you can do this one with or without dumbbells. We were supposed to pulse that and I never did. If you are pulsing it, extra credit. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, low in and out. Here we go. So we start narrow, take it low, and then out. I'm gonna say it's the mom brain kicking in. Why I forgot the pulses. Although if you worked out with me before, you know I can't say that. Oh man. Oh, keep it low. We're almost there. Remember, build that endurance. This is gonna come in handy when labor is here and that recovery. Last 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Moving on, upper body. We have got those standing chest flies, supersetting that with our Arnold press. Grabbing weight for chest flies. 15 out. All right. Okay. Breathe. See, I told you the breathing comes in so handy. Weight is in the heels. And here we go. Chest flies. Squeeze. Tighten up those chest muscles. Squeeze. Control it down. Almost there. Keep those knees soft. Keep that posture. I'm gonna keep reminding you about that form too, because I want you to keep good posture, good form here, because not only is that gonna help when we are out there in everyday life, that's gonna just be that little reminder to you when you're doing those everyday life tests. Posture, so good for us. Last 3, 2, and 1. Arnold press, let's go into it. And here we go, Arnold press. Exhale as you press up. Keep those hips tucked under, soft knees. Exhale with the work right here, press up. Almost there. Oh, 30 seconds of rest. I can't wait. This is 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, still hitting that upper body pull exercises. Reverse grip row into our bicep curls. So getting that weight again, challenging ourselves where we are today. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go here. 10 seconds out. So with that reverse grip, palms away. Roll those shoulders back before we even hinge over at the hips to keep that posture. And let's lower down where you can. And let's row 40 on. Squeeze it up and down. So hold it at the top for a second, squeeze and hold. Weight is staying in your heels as well. You don't want to start rocking forward onto your toes, or that's going to pull your shoulders, it's going to pull everything out of alignment for where we need to be right now. So again, we might be working the upper body, but the lower body is still so important in these exercises, and it's vice versa for the upper body when we're working lower body. It's all one big unit. We need to work together. And the better we can do that, the heavier we can lift, the stronger we will be. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Bicep curls, let's bring it up. Elbows tucked in, and let's do it 40 on. I gotta tell you, this is my 3rd pregnancy, and with my first one, I was about 10 years younger, and did not really bother at all working out. Thought I would be fine. I was working out before, but when I was pregnant, I was like, oh, it's fine. I don't feel like it. So I had a totally different mindset going into it, thinking everything would just stay the same. I was wrong. So with that pregnancy, it was a hard pregnancy. Labor was difficult, and then not only that, but the recovery was also challenging. Last 3, 2, and 1. Alternating kickstand Romanian deadlift. Don't worry, I'm gonna finish the story. Alternating kickstand Romanian deadlift, supersetting that with our sumo squat to sumo RDL. So adjusting those weights. Shoulders rolled down and back. We still have 15 seconds. Not long enough for me to continue the story, but when we got our 40 seconds of work, we'll go back into it. All right, so alternating sides, back long and strong. And here we go. Weight stays in the heel, squeeze up with that hamstring, and switch sides. All right, back to the story. So first pregnancy, gained about 50 pounds. It was a huge struggle, huge challenge for me. So second pregnancy I had a totally different mindset going into that. I need to work out so to make this easier. I knew that. And so with that one, was able to maintain my training pretty much all the way up until Izzy was born. And so I knew with this one, we needed to keep on that train because it makes a huge difference. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're going into now sumo with sumo RDL. So sumo squat, legs out, toes out, and here we go. Down, push through those heels. Now sumo RDL, drive the hips back, flat core engaged, and squeeze. Now third pregnancy, did I always feel like working out? No, but I knew that I would feel so much better, and I can tell you I'm so thankful that I have, especially as we get a little older, I can tell you, I am feeling it now. All pregnancies are different for sure. But it's fun to have them to compare, to see. At least for me anyways. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, final superset in round 2 before we hit our final round. Overhead tricep extension into those rear delt flies. So 1 or 2 dumbbells, whatever you need for this. 15 out. We are so close now. All right, let's bring it up. 5 out, so elbows tucked in, relax the shoulders, hips tucked under, soft knees, and let's do it. Control it down. You exhale right here. Exhale and press. And with all that said, with the stories that I was sharing with you about my previous pregnancies, my goal is with this training and with this pregnancy program that I put together, that is to help you to, again, not only maintain your strength and even build some strength during your pregnancy, but to make that recovery and labor so much easier. So I know that this is, I'm following it right along with you. We're almost there. We go into those rear delt flies. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, rear delt flies, final 40 seconds in round 2. Roll the shoulders back. Remember, hinge at the hips, back flat, and let's do it. 40 on. But that's not to say that our training doesn't change just a smidge while we're pregnant. But don't ever let that discourage you, because you just have that after training to look forward to. This is just a new challenge. Look at it that way. Don't get discouraged if your weight has gone down or if you've had to modify things. That is awesome. We are doing something amazing right now by growing a baby. So let's remember that. Last 3, here's 2, and 1. And I say that because I have experienced that struggle before, but I always have to remember we're doing amazing things right now. So with that, we're gonna finish out with round 3. If you remember round 1, it's gonna be the same. We're gonna do a squat, we're gonna do a shoulder press, and a row. And then I have a fun surprise challenge for you at the end. So let's talk about that when we get there. Squat first. So grab your weights for squat. Remember, time is up a little bit during this round, and rest is a little bit shorter. Squatting it in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Push through the heels. Chest is up. Exhale with that work. So no more supersets. We'll get 20 seconds to rest. Go into shoulder press. Halfway. Oh, last one. This is 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shoulder press. 10 out, and we go. All right, so soft knees. Remember, lower body is just as important in an upper body exercise as that upper body. Hips tucked, 40 on. Let's go. Almost there. Oh, feeling this from head to toe today for sure. Almost there, and then one more exercise. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, finishing out with our pull exercise, that row. 10 seconds. So let's start soft knees. Hips tucked under, but we're gonna drive the hips back actually. Shoulders rolled back, And here we go. Squeeze. Hold at the top for a second. Think about shoulder blades around spine. Stick that chest out and control down. And let me tell you about my final challenge. Well, we've got a few seconds left here. That is our 8-minute prenatal core training. This one is going to help train your core, but also help to minimize diastasis recti, which is the separation of your abs. We're all gonna experience that, but we can at least help minimize it. So, last 3, 2, and 1. You're amazing. You are the absolute bomb.com. I am so proud of you. Thank you for being here. I am telling you, this is going to help so much again throughout pregnancy, the labor, and the recovery. Go check out the challenge. Only 8 more minutes. Go rock it. And I love ya.